So Dave, I need you to make sure that everything's yes. All right. Drippy. Oh, drip. You get drip.
Excuse me, folks. You don't mind moving up a row because we have a microphone right there.
So we're not going to. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Very good. Very good.
That'll be in the
Josh, was he with your husband? Yeah. I had seen your husband earlier. Yeah.
Monday or Friday, whenever.
Monday.
Monday? Like.
I think we scheduled it at 12 o'clock.
This Monday or next Monday? Oh, dang.
I need your help.
Yeah. Hi.
I know, I called. Okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Please, Derek is alive. Okay, just leave it in there. Don't rip it in.
Oh no, we're gonna set up dinner.
Why is there so much water?
I know. Hi, you've been looking for him. Yeah, look. And now you when I have a oh, okay. So I got it for those ladies too. Wow, I get that last one. How are things? I'm like, I got it to my eyes. Where's Glenn? I was like,
Good morning, everyone. It is definitely a beautiful day here in Daly City at Gellert Park. Thank you for joining us in one of our city's most beloved parks. I am Jocelyn Manalo, Mayor of Daly City. I want to thank you for each and every one of you for being here and take the opportunity to recognize some of our distinguished guests. We have Supervisor David Canepa, District 5. We have Alex Walker, Senior Field Representative from the Office of Assemblymember Phil Ting. We have Board of Trustee from the Jefferson Elementary School District, Manufo Liaga Anuai. We also have the Consul General of El Salvador, Ana del Carmen Valenzuela. We have Jefferson Union High School District Board of Trustee, Kalima Saludin. Victoria Magbilang, DCPLA Executive Director. We also have Marie Villarosa from the Filipino Bayanihan Resource Center for the President. We have Arlene Das Magwal, Arts and Culture Commissioner. Tita Perla Abarientos, our Personnel Board, and the godmother here. Our city staff, I'd like to acknowledge Shauna Maltby, our city manager, who's been tremendous. We also have our assistant city manager, Stephen Stolt. Also from her office, we have Leilani Ramos, who's been working very hard on this event. So thank you very much, Leilani. Acting Police Chief, John Games. Thank you very much. Waste and Water Resources Director, Tom Piccoletti. And Human Resources Director, Natalie Sakal. Thank you to the staff that has been setting this up. Tony, Nick, Dizzy, Randy, Colby, Denise, and Romeo and her amazing recreation team. What a better way to celebrate the state's reopening than with our very own reopening of the newly renovated Gellert Park. These renovations were made possible by the support and hard work of so many people, and many are here with us today. Approximately $2 million in renovations were financed by the city's capital improvement program funds, as well as county Measure K funds allocated by the San Mateo County Board of Supervisors, President David J. Canepa. This combined funding was used for a beautiful new playground, brand new restrooms, upgraded field and court lighting, a renovated barbecue shelter, a newly resurfaced and restripped basketball and tennis courts, and the city also recently completed the installation of new electric vehicle charging stations through a partnership with EVgo parking spaces near the Ceremony Main Public Library. I want to give a huge shout out to our Public Works City staff for designing this project and completing a lot of improvements in-house. The time and attention the city staff put into this renovation is beyond words. Their tireless efforts can now be enjoyed by all. You know, growing up in Daly City, Gellert Park was definitely one of the places that we would frequent. Whether it was playing in the playground, shooting basketball at the basketball hoops, or even going to a dance at the Gellert Park Clubhouse. So even today, we'll be graced by, in the 80s, if you knew that we'll have a famous world-renowned DJ Shortcut, who will be with us shortly, that was from Daly City and really reverberated throughout the world. So as a city, we are committed to welcoming everyone in our public parks. Our brand new playground from Ross Recreation Equipment has a design feature to allow individuals with physical mobility concerns and sensory needs to participate. We also take the American with Disability Act seriously in redesigns. Our new restroom is fully mobility accessible and includes a family restroom as well. New wheelchair accessible ramps and wheelchair accessible barbecues have been installed in these barbecue structures. New truncated dome markings for visually impaired are located at the interface between the parking lot and the park. We hope that these improvements make Gellert Park safer and more inclusive for all. And as I mentioned, this is a community central park for all. From all of those that play tennis, basketball, soccer field, baseball, and everything around us, all the way through this amazing upgraded playground. So this is our community park, and it's community park for each and every one of us, and it's a day to celebrate. And so thank you all for being here. I know that we will be moving on with our ribbon cutting, but before that, at this time, I would like to welcome Supervisor Canepa to the podium. But before he takes the mic, this was something special we wanted for Supervisor David Canepa. And he's done a lot for our community as far as being able to always remember Daly City. And so we have a surprise. So I'd like to thank you first and foremost for your leadership and for never forgetting about us here in Daly City. It's been a pleasure to call you a friend, and also amazing leadership throughout the pandemic as the president now of the San Mateo County. I would like to bring up your wife, Consul General Anna. Please join us, and also the mother Dee Canepa, who's here. Please join us because. Surprise, it came out. We have a bench for you. As you peek to the side, and what he has mentioned to me is like, where is it going to be? But Supervisor David J. Canepa, in recognition of your commitment to the Daly City community, dedicated July 2021. Thank you for all your hard work, your commitment, and your partnership here. We know you care about our community, and we can't thank you enough. From the city of Daly City and my colleagues.
Getting a little weight during the pandemic. Excuse me. He has a strong mind. Thank you so much. Right. Just thank you so much, and I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank the council. The council in Daly City, we should all be proud of, and the mayor under the leadership of Jocelyn Manalo. This was a team effort, and it was a team effort because it was comprised of a lot of people. The first is I'm grateful to all of you and the taxpayers who have funded Measure K. So Measure K is a tax, about $90 million that we generate each year, and those dollars are what we're able to contribute. And Mayor, my math may be off, but I believe we've given $936,212.10. So I just want to thank you. I always thought when I was on the Board of Supervisors, I always thought about Daly City and how much it means to me to represent you. The main goal was to make sure that we're able to bring resources back to Daly City. And so when you have a mayor, you have a city manager like Shauna Mulpey, you have a county manager like Mike Callaghy, and they come to you, and you're able to put this together. It's not about us today, but it's about future generations. And I'll just tell you a real brief story. My dad and I used to play at Gellert Park. My dad coached baseball for many years. My uncle actually lost a ring on his wedding ring on the first base, and we had to use a rake to kind of find it. I remember in high school coming up here for some good run, playing hoops. And then I remember, and I have a lot of my friends. If you play tennis here at Gellert Park, let me hear you. And I want to thank all of you because in my earlier days, we always played tennis in the morning, and I just think for all of us, this is why, as elected officials, we do what we do. We do this because it's the positivity and benefit of our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Board President, Supervisor David Canepa. And just to give you some information, that is actually going to be rebronzed, and so that it'll last a long time here in the park. That's not the final look of it. It's actually we're gonna make sure it lasts the test of time. So thank you so much for your service. And so now I would like to invite Vice Mayor Das Magual, followed by Council Member Glenn Sylvester and Council Member Pamela DiGiovanni to say a few words on a special occasion of our Gellert Park ribbon cutting ceremony.
Wow, what an extraordinary audience we have here. To give it up to all y'all. We're trying to, I want to give it up to the staff. We're trying to make everything perfect. We even cued the weather for y'all. Because weather in Daly City is usually foggy as always. I want to give a shout out to all the Park and Rec, especially the coach just completed the basketball camp this past week, and 3 out of the 5 days was really, really foggy. But he pulled through, and I'm glad he did. These renovations are very, very important. When we talk about place and space, not only are they just places just to go and do activities, these are memories, these are stories, these are parties that we're going to celebrate from years on end. So when David Canepa said about this is for the future, it is. Because these are the childhood memories that people will remember. You know what? I had that birthday in those barbecue pits. I had basketball games over here. We have all the elders that play tennis over here. And it's also a place for health, right? We see folks walk around, and how important it is to get out and about, especially being in the pandemic and going outside and finding a way to express yourself physically and spiritually and emotionally. So I just want to say thank you to everybody, the mayor, my colleagues on city council, David Canepa, the staff. This is a beautiful day to remember. Thank you again, and we'll make more memories to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor Das Magual. And I see someone that came in. We have our Arts and Culture Commissioner, Dory Paniza. Thank you so much. Are there any other commissioners that may have trickled in to acknowledge? Oh, yes, Planning Commissioner Belva Villanueva. Thank you so much. And then we have Recreation Commissioner Jack Pastor. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. Good morning, everyone. First of all, let's give a big hand to Water Drop, because look at, it's probably hot inside of that too. All right. As I was driving over today in the car, and I already knew how to get here, but I just put it in anyway. And when it said Gellert Park, out of 435 reviews, Gellert Park was rated 4.5 out of 5. And I am sure after today, it will be much higher. I'm not going to repeat everything that was said earlier, but please know this. Our parks and open space is very, very important to us. And with the collaboration of the county, and the city, we have one common denominator. And Supervisor Canepa said it earlier. Do you know what that one common denominator is? You, the people. You, the people, is what helped put this together. So we are committed on the council to revitalize, to rejuvenate, and to renovate. So there's more to come. It is your tax dollars at work. And I'll leave you with this. It cannot get no better. So mow better, and here we go. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy your day.
Thank you, Council Member Sylvester. I do see Recreation Commissioner Christina Luna. Thank you for being here today. Now we have Council Member DiGiovanni.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, as we all know, it was repeated before, the sun is out, and the sun is out because it's our community. The community is what brings the sunshine and why we are here today and why people like us want to serve in this community, because you're the ones that made this happen. So when it started out, when everybody was getting before COVID, our public works and outreach and city manager, city staff and everything was out there. There were different events going on, getting input. What do you want to see in Daly City? What do you want to see in your parks? What do you want to do? What do you want to see? Well, a lot of this input is now here. And it's here because of all of you. You guys participated, and we need more of that. Keep participating for us because you guide it. You're at the top. You're the community. You are at the top. So we are here to make this happen. It starts today. And I thought we had a drought, but obviously we have a little bit of water left. And we have to save that water, though. And I want to thank Public Works, the engineers, the recreation, the city staff, Leilani, city manager, it goes on and on, Stephen Stolte, and our parks and recreation who keep it beautiful and make sure. And most of all, I want to thank all of you because you're the one that makes it happen. They've been out here working really, really hard, and this is what it comes to. I only had one ask, and I think that Mr. Canepa remembers this. And it was really comes to fruition today. And I asked him, I said, would you please make sure that there is a wheelchair accessible swing? I know it's expensive. I knew it was expensive. But when we had that conversation, I know inclusivity was going to make it happen because I know inclusivity is why we serve. So I thank Mr. Canepa. I thank Public Works for making it happen. The wheelchair accessible for everything, but especially that swing. No child should go by a playground and not feel they're not included because they should be able to play somewhere as well. So I want to thank you all, thank my colleagues. I would like to give 1 second. Is there someone here from Public Works, Fernese? Are you here? Is Fernese here? He hasn't gone. But anyway, so he's not here, but the engineers, the designers, the planners, everyone that made it happen. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time. There's more of this to come. And it's nice that we can celebrate something today because this is celebrating life. As you can see, the children playing and for the future and for the now. This is families, it's heart. So we are heart, we are Daly City, and I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. So with great gratitude, I turn this back over to the mayor. Thank you all for being here, and let's celebrate. Thank you, firefighters. Thank you for our Daly City Police, public safety, wastewater. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I know that I think our county manager has arrived, so thank you, Wakalagi, for being here today and for all your support right over there. Thank you so much for being here. You know, this is one thing about Daly City. We're all about community. From whether you're a resident to our staff, I don't know, a city staff that works so hard, that cares about the city that we have, but it's all about community here today. And now for what we've all been waiting for, we will now be doing our official ribbon cutting of Gellert Park. Oh, wait, sorry. Council Member Ray Ventura, who's able to join us. Yes.
So I wanted to just quickly share something that happened with DJ and I when he got this news. So I was at a council meeting last week, and it was on the agenda, and so it was supposed to be a surprise, but it was revealed during the council meeting that we were going to honor Mr. Canepa with a bench. And so during the council meeting, he texts me, and then he goes, "What's going on? What's happening? I'm hearing something about a bench." And then he calls me and he says, "But I'm not even dead yet." And so, because he was floored that he was going to get this recognition, and he really is deserving. I mean, he has done such. He's never forgotten Daly City, and he's always made sure that we get the resources and the things we need. He's always had our back. And so that's why this kind of recognition, which really is unprecedented, but is most deserving. So Supervisor Canepa, you have our gratitude. You've always had our back. You have a special place, obviously, Daly City. And so we thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Council Member Ventura. I got off script there. So now at this time, I'll ask everyone to come up for the ribbon cutting that will be joining us, my colleagues, and I think we will be having the ribbon. Thank you so much.
After niya, dalhin. Ay, sorry.
Don't forget Drippy. Where's our public works? You said Central Mountains. Recreation.
Yeah, I'll be there.
One,
It's okay, Rom. Gunting ba yun? Oo. Halika pa wala siya. So, naman, baka mamaya, kasi sino ba itong tao? Diyos ko.
All right, now wait.